Heck, I thought it might be a tsunami warning. Turned out it's a missile warning. My goodness. We're going to do program 1104. And you know that you're still in the month of a new moon squaring Uranus. That's what you just saw, all your cell phones. 1 million people in Hawaii at 8:07 on January 13th went into total panic and were told there was 10 minutes before a big nuke hit to get off the road, lay down on the floor, get inside. Jeez. Ha ha ha. There's got to be a lesson in this. I think the first lesson is to incompetent people in government and university slots, those with tenure, those civil servants, those people in the health department and the DLNR and corporate things where they think they're immune when they do wrong. Does anything happen? We shall see with these guys. Panicked, 1 million people at 8:07 a.m. Still people buzzing back and forth out there. They're all still excited out in the street. Funny, huh? Well, we're going to go from January 26th to February 4th. And there's a full moon eclipse on January 31st. It doesn't really go away. It's just a big red moon. I'd advise you, no sense looking at it. Any kind of eclipse isn't very healthy. So, but it's not that big a deal. It's a lunar. It'll be on all night, and the whole world kind of sees it. Let's get down to your world, okay? Examine this whole pattern in minutiae and see what it means for you, huh? Here's the planetary pattern. Yes, there's some truth coming out. Pluto sextiling Jupiter. These are Pluto guys that set off that alarm. And Jupiter came along and said, hey, wait a minute, the truth is... So I'll show you the charts on it if I have time. Let's go through this first. Uranus as your cell phone, huh? A rude awakening at 8:07 a.m., January 13th. A bomb, hide, quick, hide. My goodness. Let's run the moon around the edge of this planetary pattern and see what we get. Friday, moon's in Gemini after breakfast. About breakfast time, the moon opposes Mars. And nobody's very happy with the sports and the aggression and the anger and the fighting. And there's a little road rage around. Somebody tell that young man to calm down. Friday morning. By the afternoon, just before dinner, there's a nice trine to the sun. Father steps in. Everybody gets a plan. Come on, we want to enjoy ourselves. And sure enough, here's some enjoyment. This is about 10, 11 o'clock, and the moon trines Venus. Friday night, Freya. Friday is Venus's day. So it starts with anger, ends with some loving, hopefully, for you. Saturday morning, though, here's early, the square to Neptune. There could be more confusion and delusion Saturday morning. Let's hope they don't wake us up with more sirens over nonsense. Confusion. But there it is. And confusion and delusion Saturday morning. Gets much better Saturday night late. Here, this is almost midnight, and there's a sextile to Uranus. And you could say, well, the good thing is they proved they could get to 1 million people on their cell phones, bang, instantly. This is not a drill. And then 15 minutes later, it was a drill. But they did prove that those cell phone warnings worked. The sirens didn't go off. None of the other civil defense things did. But your cell phone went off. That's a good side of it, huh? Sunday, you wake up the moon's still in Gemini until you get to between breakfast and lunch, and it shifts into Cancer. And then here in the afternoon, the moon opposes Saturn, and we're saying, how come we put these people in authority and they abuse the authority and they get away with it? A cultural problem, a problem in forming organizations and putting people at the top who abuse us. Anyway, enough said. Moon's in Cancer. Monday morning there's a trine to Neptune. You can regain some faith in some of this. But after, this is a drill. No, it's not a drill. It is a drill. It's not a drill. I would, jeez. Monday night, there's a lot of action. Here it is. Here's the moon opposing Pluto. Who did those sirens? Investigate. Find out who did it. Let's nail them. Let's get the records out. You know, who put the alarm in? Trace back the electronics. There's a lot of confusion here. More cell phone, TV, you know, electrical stuff. This is kind of a panicky night. Monday night goes into Tuesday morning. Doesn't quit until after, almost before lunch, and then the moon shifts into Leo. And there's a nice trine to Mars. The brothers are out, the young men, the heroes are there. We can fix things. Sounds pretty good, huh? Except here it is, the lunar eclipse. Now you'll see this late in the evening, and I don't advise you. It's just the moon just turns kind of a nice red. It's not really an eclipse, but it is a full moon. So Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, you know, it's still more accidents, more over-exaggerated emotions. Goes through Wednesday, stops your pleasure Wednesday afternoon with the opposition to Venus. Squares Jupiter, too many big fat lawyer types. You know, clowns are clowning Wednesday night. Ugh. But Thursday morning, this is early again. This is only 3 o'clock in the morning, Thursday morning. The moon's in late Leo and trines Uranus. And look, folks, it did work. You did get the word out to 1 million Hawaiian residents. Panicked them at 8:07 on January 13th. There's a good side to this. The communications on that side worked. The sirens didn't. Nothing else worked. Thursday, people are angry. There's a square to Mars. It's after lunch. You know, impatience, angerness. Ask yourself what you're protecting. Settles down after dinner here with the trine to Saturn. Let's get organized. Is there money? Is there time? Got to manage the situations. Moon's in Virgo. Friday morning, around breakfast and just before breakfast here, the moon's opposing Neptune. What? There's lies. There's deceptions. What's going on here? This is not a drill. This is a drill. Who's covering their butts here? You know, all those people who took over the crater. Oh, wonderful crater festivals we had there in the old days. The whole, anyway. Maybe Friday, try to convince somebody that there's a need for these civil defense people to run these drills on us. Now, somebody's got to, you know, where are the lawyers? Where are there needs to be some law here shouting fire in a theater. That's what they did to 1 million people. Saturday, moon still in Virgo. Feels okay. A lot of new information, new discovery came out here. Very nice. Friday night. See, my show is going to play here on the Big Island at 3. This would be 2, 3, about 4 o'clock it hits strong. Anyway, you'll still feel it. Discovery, wisdom, stuff's going on all the way through the first half of Saturday. Second half of Saturday, well, in the evening, the moon squares Saturn. And we don't have enough time. We don't have enough money. But here about 10, 11 o'clock, the kids are happy. Your thoughts are working again. You feel better. Moon in Libra. Sunday, the moon's still in Libra. Sunday afternoon, there's a nice trine to the sun. Make a plan. Follow through. Be responsible. It's not easy because here, Sunday night later, around 9, 10 o'clock, here's the moon squaring Pluto. You know, and you think you get some rest. You're looking for some sweets here Monday morning. It's a brief period. And then, bingo, the alarm bells ring. Moon opposing Uranus. Yeah, it's Monday morning. I hope it's not our cell phone saying, this is not a drill. Incoming 10-minute warning. Look out, look out, look out.